You are watching SHOUTcraft, exciting entry-level esports commentary with myself, TotalBiscuit.
So here we go with Dimaga spawning in the upper left and on the upper right. Blue Terran, yet again we have Fenix, GLHF from both players. Fenix still claiming lag.
Well, therein lies the problem, unfortunately, with doing EU versus US, that the BattleNet system, you do get lag, you don't have access to nice things like Garena and things like that can help reduce it, but yeah, there you go.
Very interesting spawn positions here on this map. This is actually in Fenix's favor. One of the most interesting things about this map is where your natural expansion is by the destructible rocks. In each base is this high ground area that exists clockwise towards your opponent, and that's very good for Terran players because if you can fly up some siege tanks, absolute denial of this expansion.
Indeed. Fenix is a little bit upset about the lag by the looks of it and wants to be a little bit talkative about it. You can't really blame him, though, honestly. Lag is the enemy of any pro player.
Absolutely. There's absolutely no problem complaining about that if he's legitimately having lag.
Indeed.
At this high of a level of play, it can absolutely make or break the game.
Indeed. And of course, bear in mind, folks, we are casting this from replays, so this was all done without a caster lagging anything. So it is just unfortunate.
So here we go. Fenix now placing his first barracks up at the top of his ramp. Will probably do what he did a couple of matches ago and try and keep Dimaga out with that small, narrow space in between the barracks.
Yeah, he's gonna... Yeah, there's no doubt. Barrakai. That's a new one. I don't think we've ever really used that one before. I think we should in future. I mean, people always get confused with Colossuses and Colossi. Barrakai, folks. That's a plural for barracks right here. And if it's not, we've now coined it.
There we go. Very early expansion here from Dimaga. Not enough early pressure to be able to deny this.
Yep. Fenix just doesn't have the speed in order to deal with that one. Dimaga's not having it one bit, let's be honest. And honestly, Fenix really wasn't all that interested. Looks to be playing a little bit more defensively now. Double barrack set up at the ramp. It's a good, solid wall by the looks of it. And a tiny little choke point between them. Barrakai.
Oh, very nice early pressure here from Fenix, though. Fenix going back to the strategy that won him his game earlier, trying to put an early bunker up, but a single drone able to deny.
Look at that. Dimaga is not having any of that nonsense. He says, fool me once, shame on me, and fool me twice, shame on... Wait a minute, that's the other way around. No, it's actually shame on me again, but there you go. Yeah, it doesn't really apply to StarCraft, does it? It's like, oh, you're being so mean. Shame on you. Like, no. There we go. It's gone. Not happening. Dimaga sacrificing a lot of early game economy just to annihilate that. And says, hey, you know what? Well, let's take out some Marines as well. Early pressure coming in from Fenix, though. Fenix is going to inflict some big damage here.
Even though he lost that bunker there, you're right. Plenty of Marines here already with those two barracks at the front to try and continue this pressure. He's even trying to build up this bunker again.
Wow, it's a charnel house. Look at that. So many drones annihilated. But Zerglings are out right now, applying the pressure, and he's not having it. He's a good counterattack right here. And more coming in from the side as well, as Marines now rapidly outnumbered. Pushing forward once again. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Fenix is gone. That's it. No doubt about that. Early push soundly defeated by Dimaga.
Took a lot to do it, a lot more probably than Dimaga was expecting. He had to pull off all those drones early on.
Oh, it hurt his echo. There's no doubt about that. His economy is in a state.
Down to 8 drones.
Yep.
8 drones versus 1 mule and 15 SCVs. Definitely a big early eco advantage here to Fenix, who will probably try and continue the pressure.
Indeed, Dimaga looking to
However,
equalize,
actually, as you said, a whole bunch of Zerglings trying to make their way up the ramp.
It's not happening.
Denied.
You know, Fenix has got this great little setup right here. He's got this tiny little alcove. He can minimize the amount of damage done and inflict huge amounts of damage at range. So it's a good setup. He's going to need something a little bit harder to break that. And if he's going to do that, I would think he's going to maybe fall back to his old standard of Banelings.
Banelings have been working for him all day. No reason not to go back to that game mode.
Yep. Fairly cheap, fairly low tech. Should do the job, and obviously since he's quite limited in terms of his economy right now, I don't think he's going to be looking for tech anytime soon.
Here we go with Fenix trying to do another counter push here, pushing in with a nice handful of Marines.
Oh,
not even close to enough, though, especially with a Queen.
That's huge damage. Huge damage. Dimaga takes him to pieces.
That is really not good here for Fenix. Fenix is now so far behind in this matchup. I don't think he took out more than 2 Zerglings during that entire skirmish there. And from now on, yes, look, he's even building up a 3rd barracks to build up and block that center highway that they have to now go around.
That's a full wall off.
Is that a 4th in the back?
Oh, yeah, 4th barracks going in the back. But bear in mind, of course, he might be behind in terms of the amount of units lost, but he's not behind in terms of his economy. His economy is still rolling strong. Dimaga is rebuilding, but Dimaga also wants to apply early game pressure, so he's having to make a choice between the two. Baneling Nest coming up as we thought it would be, as well as the Speedling upgrade.
I really like this move thus far. Banelings have been working for him all day. Those structures at the front just look absolutely beautiful for Baneling Bust. If he loses any of these barracks, even if he loses just one, that's essentially the game.
Indeed, it is.
Because these are his only unit-producing structures he has, and to lose a quarter of your unit-building structures in just one blow would not be good. He is going after these minerals at his natural expansion, going after the destructible rocks. I like that move. Destructible rocks haven't been scouted at all, it looks like, by Dimaga. That could turn out to be bad since some medevacs come in.
Oh, it's nice and safe. There's no doubt about that. He can expand there, and Fenix is looking for a heavy infantry-based defensive line. It's going to be pretty tough to break, especially with Banelings. I mean, Banelings are not going to work too well for him here at all, and I think maybe he's starting to realize that, because we've got a lair coming up as well.
Lair tech on the way, starting to form a few Banelings here at the front with this group of Zerglings. But as you said, I don't think it's going to be quite viable anymore. Factory now coming up. Also built up a single bunker at the left side of all of these buildings. Tech Lab on one of those barracks is about 2/3 complete with, of course, this nice spicy cocktail known as Stimpack.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be messing with that. That can do an awful lot of damage to your health in later life, so I've been told, folks. Kids, don't do stim.
But stimming's fun, Dad. I like doing stimming. All my friends are stimming. Why can't I stim?
Back in my day, we had no stim and we were happy with basic attack speed, damn it.
Well, back when you were happy, you were lame. Everyone stims now. Anyways, back to the game. Nice scan goes down on the natural expansion of Dimaga. I like that scan. He gets an idea what the defense is. And more importantly, he sees that Baneling nest.
Indeed. The thing is, he's already set up pretty well against Banelings. What are his options, really, here? He doesn't have too many of them. He's going to have to attack that ramp. Aside from that, he could go for a drop and simply bypass the defenses entirely.
No, it looks like Fenix is saying, you know what, screw it. This is all or nothing. I'm bringing my units to the top of this ramp. We're going out. We're going to kick some ass and take some names. I think they can make fun of us. No way.
Well, actually, I think they can, and I think they're going to melt if they try that, because there's now 22 additional Zerglings on the way for Dimaga. Oh, dear. This is going to be a pop-up for the ages. Looking at the Banelings sliding in right there. It's good damage. Fenix doesn't even get out of there fast enough. Oh, no way. No way, says Dimaga. Absolutely not. That's it. There's no question.
And Dimaga, that's it. Now Dimaga's going to take this now. He's got all the momentum in the world.
Yeah, no chance. Absolutely no chance. And there you go. Fenix is out of it. Blaming lag once again, but Dimaga takes it.